morning. Okay. Hi, hi, hi. Like the live as you're coming in. Like the live. Am I turning into Oprah? You know how Oprah always be like, leave your body. I see Oprah's doing what is it called? Something. And it's going quite well. I just love it about her. Like she just knows her niche and she always succeeds in that regard. And Oprah's looking good as fuck. For a woman who's in her what, 70s? She looks good. Let me give you some love and affection. You got my attention. You need no direction. Major bus. Um, I say hello. I've been waiting for a girl like you. I've been anticipating the first time we kissed. Let me give you some love and affection. Mm, you got my attention. You need no direction. Major. Okay, let me get in My mama don't like you, and she likes everyone. And I never like to admit that I was wrong. Oh, baby, you should go and love yourself. Um, y'all tell me how the chat looks. Tell me how the chat looks. Yes. Yeah. Is that affected? Let me see. I said how long I've been waiting. And for a girl like you, I've been. Hey Kim! Where you been, girl? How's things? How are things? How's the job? Let me know how the live looks because it looks a little blurry on my end, but I need to know if it's me or it's just how it is. Do like the live as you're coming in for me, please. Thank you for the hearts, but also press the thumbs up button. Rising Storm. What's going on with Rising? Sending some good vibes, Rising. Sending you good vibes. Yes, it's not as clear as normally, but not bad. Hmm. Hold on. Hold on. In my Wendy's voice. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Woo. Okay, what? Okay. Let me give you some love and affection. They see me rolling, they hating, controlling, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty. Let me see, is that better? I'm almost done with training, but I really hope I can secure a higher paying job next year. No worries. Hello, everyone who's here. Do like the live. I see that four is here. Just one like, girl, get my likes up. Get my likes up. Most definitely. Most definitely. Just think of it as a part of the process, okay? Most definitely, my love. And thank you for sharing your journey with us. Let me give you some love and affection. So is the live better now? They see me rolling. They hating, controlling, trying to get me riding dirty, trying to get me riding dirty. Hello, hello, hello there. Hello there. My friend from England. Hello. Hello. Rockshire. Is there a place in England called Rockshire? I'm seeing a countryside in my head, like an English countryside. I see this guy riding a bicycle, white guy, but it's almost like I'm in like the 1920s or something. I don't know what I'm doing on this road. Did you die on this road? Who are you? This person is related to. Oh, you're still on that road. This person is related to somebody in the chat or somebody who's gonna come here today. Well, if you're on the fucking road, let's go home. That's why I'm here. Like, I'm not becoming aware of you just to become aware of you. I don't do messages. I'm not a medium. I can't even hear what you're saying regardless. Michael, Matthew. How did you get stuck on this road though? Okay. Oh, well, now that you know who I am, whenever you're ready, you could go. Victoria, Vivian, Victoria, Veronica. This person could have been riding the bikes. I don't know if this is like, I don't know if this person is literally in the 1920s or they dress. This is a young man, possibly blonde, slim, mid frame, maybe 5'9", 5'10", dresses very debonair. You guys may have French background because I'm seeing the Eiffel Tower in my head. Um, he's clasping his hands together, and that's like my sign of saying, "Oh, thank you, like thank you for becoming aware of me, or thank you for letting my family know I'm okay." It was like a freak accident or something. It's like he was on a bicycle riding home on this country road, England, happy as a lamb. He seemed. I don't know if he had a book bag on his back, but he had an accident like with another car. Oh, the car didn't stop. That's why you feel trapped. Maybe the family's been wondering for years, like, did he just fell off his bike and hit his head? But no, he it's like a car swerved and he swerved. I'm seeing him like fly off the bike, and then he was just out of his body. They're not showing me if he hit his head, but all I know is he flew off the bike, and then he was just out of his body, and he's been stuck on this country road. Now I don't know if he's stuck from 1920s, um, or he just used to dress like he was from that era with like a. Because I'm seeing what you call it a beret? Is it a beret? You remember in the 1920s, like those guys used to wear that floppy hat. It's not a. It's like a round hat, and they would take it off and like clasp it in their hands to say good day to a lady or something like that. But he looks like he's wearing tweed or something. I don't know if the family just was wondering about closure, like they never, like they were wondering like what happened, what really went down. It was a car accident. A car almost run him off the road. Well, the two of them, I don't know, I can't see prior. I don't know if it's a woman. Is this a woman driving this car? Okay, I'm seeing it in the person's car. The person was reaching down in their car to pick up something, like fell on the passenger side, and that's how they lost focus. And him and this person swerved. Like he swerved and the person swerved. I see him flying in the air off the bike, but I don't see if he hit his head. All I know is when he flew, then I see him in his spirit form, like in his, he came out of his body. That's it. I don't know who's that for, but yeah, you possibly from England, or you have Matthew. I don't know, Mark. I don't know. I can see clearly now. Well, anyway, I'm here whenever you're ready. We can go, okay? Oh, I wish you guys could tell me a little bit more about being in between. Because I don't really have this conversation, like when I come to y'all, I just take y'all, but I don't really, we don't talk about being in between. Oh, it wasn't bad for you. He's saying to me it wasn't bad for him. It just like, it looks like the regular world. It was just more like a little bit hazy. And he says that he could see everybody and see everything, but he doesn't connect or communicate. He says that he could go to his family house and be there with them, but he always end up back on that road. Like he would linger on that road, almost like he's waiting to beg a ride, like to hike a ride or something. He always ends up on that road. Okay. I don't want to know all of that. Okay, so now that I'm bringing him in, I'm hearing all sorts of other stuff. And this one here, this is somebody who just recently, a couple of years ago, transitioned. This is about Gabby Petito. Is her name Gabby Petito? The girl who went missing, her and the boyfriend. There is much more to the story. They're telling me it's much more to the story than what was published. It's something about like her and her boyfriend had like some sort of pact. She was severely disturbed. There is a masculine energy. She may have been molested, just to let you guys know. There's some trauma around sex. She was severely disturbed. I don't know, it could be something around the father, because I remember seeing a news report with the father talking, and I'm seeing the news report in my head, but I see like a red tape goes over his mouth, and on that, it has the word lies. So it was like a big red tape slap on his mouth, and then over it in big words, like white words, says lies. So the father may have something to do, not directly with what happened, but like a precursor. The father may have molested her. I'm just saying. What I just say, allegedly. I don't know. I don't say that's what it is, but there's something around sexual trauma that was messing with her mentally prior to her and this boy doing what they did or whatever happened. Somebody else wants me to tell their story. I don't want to tell nobody's story. I can't bother. Gabby Petito. Is that her name? Gabby Petito. Gabby. Gabby. Gabby Petito. Yeah, that's her name, Gabby Petito. There's much more to the story than what was told. Um, and you know what's interesting? I said there's much more to the story that was told, and then I search her name, and guess what the first friggin' video says? The first video says the untold story. Okay, Gab, I hear you. Oh, was that her say tell my story? Oh my gosh. And in the picture, she's reaching out her hand. It's almost like she's trying to say to me, please let me get to you. I want to reach out to you. Please tell my story. She's saying they don't see everything. Splashing, dashing, restless seas. Sometimes angry, sometimes sad. Sometimes you laugh although you're sometimes you laugh as though you're glad. So it tells me that she was masking, and she had a lot of emotional turmoil. Somebody lying about something as it relates to her. Justice from beyond the grave. I don't know what's happening today. Why I'm bringing through all these people, because now I'm seeing a YouTube couple in my head, and this person, I had come across them years ago, and I didn't think anything of it. But this girl, she off this dude, and they put it off as a suicide. They said that he had unalive himself. But he doesn't want me to. He's in between. He hasn't gone home. Um, he's worried about the kids. So I'm hearing he's worried about the kids. He isn't angry with her. He knows why. She's mentally unstable as well. But she told him that he was mentally unstable, and that's why he offed himself. But he's fearful that she's going to do the same thing to the children. He's not angry with her. Anywho, y'all don't get me mixed up. I ain't trying to get mixed up. Y'all don't get me mixed the fuck up. Let me give you some love and affection. Hello, hello, hello. Free. Okay, yeah. Okay, Kim, what's your free yes or no? And give me a number from 1 to 8. Oh, this shit is cold. Baby, this is cold. Hey, Rose. Okay, let's see. We're only going to put 3 cards down. And if 2 is yes, the answer is yes. If 2 is no, it's a no. 7, 1, 2. I'm going to take them 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to take it just as it is. So here we go. The Empress is a yes. The 10 of Wands is a no. And the 8 of Coins is a no as well. So No, not next year. And it has to do with your building up your skills. Because the Eight of Coins says you need to work on yourself. You need to build up. So you need to build up your skills to be able to acquire something more in your area, your field, or whatever. Okay? So that's what I have for you, my love. The current energy is no. Um, hey Hazel. Did I say hi to Rose? Make sure you guys like the live as you're coming in. Tell me how the live looks on your end. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting certificates. Yeah, it's something along those lines. Mm-hmm. Okay, so look, it looks good. Good, 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 good. Hello, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. If you like a free yes or no, just write free in the comments. Okay, here we go. Let me tell you who's first on my list. Let me tell you who's first on my list. Let me tell you who's first. Um, I frighten some people. Why? Why do I frighten some people? I just heard that. Like, why would I frighten some people? Why? There's nothing special about me, guys. Nothing. Okay? All of us are supposed to be clear. What clear means clairaudient, having those psychic abilities. Okay? Clairaudient means clear hearing, clairvoyant, clear seeing, clear cognizant, clear knowing, clear sentient, clear feeling. We're supposed to, all of us are supposed to be that way. None of these people you see reading cards or a psychic or a medium, they're not special. We are all very powerful divine beings. None of us are more than or less than each other, okay? Just whoever that is. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. And don't ever, let me explain something new about this tarot and spirituality in the whole. Don't ever put anybody on a pedestal, okay? When you come and you get in the cards tapped, remember energy changes all the time. What does that mean? Once you change your mind, you change the trajectory of your life. So if you in this moment thinking to yourself, I'm down and out, your reality is going to be down and out. But as soon as you say, you know what, I can do it, things get better, you shift to a different version of reality. Do you hear me? Now there are some people who are in the community who do act like, oh, I'm a guru and I this and that. That's the level of consciousness they are on, and we can't beat them down. That's just where they're at. As you wake up more, you're gonna realize you go from level to level, consciousness to consciousness. You never fully wake up in this physical realm. If you fully wake up, you might as well go home. You feel me? But I'm saying that to say, don't let because somebody reads the cards you put them up like, oh, they're on a pedestal. No. What do we use the cards for? Okay, this is my advice on how to use the cards. Use the cards to make a decision. So you could do a yes or a no. Use the cards for guidance of your intuition. Let's say you're feeling something from within. You're feeling that your higher self, God, your spirit guides, your angels, trying to say something to you, or they're trying to say something to you, but you're not sure what it is. Then you could just confirm with the cards. Confirm. Okay? So you could use it as guidance, confirmation, and the ability, you could use it as a tool to make a decision. But you are what it, you are the everything. You are everything. You are the answer that you truly seek. Okay? Just so you know that, whoever this is for, just so you know, you are the answer that you seek. And nobody can. So can somebody predict your future? Yes and no. Why no? Or why yes and no? Yes, because when you come in front of the person, like if you come in front of somebody like me, I'm gonna pick up, or they're gonna pick up the strongest energy, the energy that's pulsating in you. So they may say, like, let's say for instance, you say, am I gonna meet my soulmate tomorrow? And the person says, yes, you're gonna meet your soulmate tomorrow, because you were planning on going to Walmart. Okay, you said tomorrow at 2 o'clock I'm going to Walmart. That's what's in your mind. When they tap the cards, it says yes. Right now, this would have been a yes. Three of cups a yes. Page of cups is a yes. Two of coins is a no, right? Or two of coins could be like a maybe. See, because you see the juggling. But let's say the person says to you yes, and tomorrow at 1 o'clock you were on your way to Walmart, and then you said, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to go to Dollar Tree instead, or I'm going to go to Publix instead. Your future just shifted. When you change your mind, you just change your reality. So you went to Publix, you didn't meet your soulmate. So you'd be like, oh, the reader was wrong or whatever because I didn't meet my soulmate. It's not the reader. The reader doesn't determine your outcome. You determine your outcome, because on your way you said, you know what? I'm going to go to Publix instead. So when someone tells you something you don't want to hear, you don't absorb that. You don't say, oh, yes, this bad thing is going to happen. You are becoming aware of what's coming so you can shift your mind and change it. So all they're doing is saying to you, this is the strongest energy that's pulsating in you right now. It doesn't look good. So when you say, tell me my future, or what's coming, and this person say, well, you're going to experience a tower moment. This is going to happen. You're going to lose this. You're going to, you shouldn't take that and be, oh my God, I'm gonna lose this. And that's what this reader told me. No, you said, that's not the reality I want to experience. So thank you for letting me know where my energy is. I will tune to a different channel. Because I was heading to 104.3, and you let me know because you tapped in and you said, hey, you're going to 104.3. And you're like, nah, I don't want country. Let me go to Mozart. So you realize this where you were heading. So they were telling you, so is 104.3 your future? Yes, that's one of your futures. That's one possibility of a future. But if you say, I don't want to go to 104, let me go to 97. You just change your future. Same thing if the person tells you, oh, this wonderful thing is going to happen, but you don't believe it, it's the same thing, because they're picking up on the strongest energy. But if you doubt it, if you say, oh, I don't know if that's possible, or I don't know. So let's say 104.3 was this wonderful thing that was about to happen for you. And then when they tell you, like, yes, this wonderful thing is going to happen, like, oh, it's a wonderful, let's say it's a job. Yes, you're going to get the job of your dreams. But then you leave the reading and you're like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know if that's going to happen. Baby, you just left from one. Your future just shifted. You moved from 104 and now you head into 97. You follow? It's you. You are the captain of your ship, the master of your destiny. Nobody could dictate to you. You are the only thinker in your reality. Okay? That's all I need to let you know. Okay, so let me get the first person I see is Rose. Then I have Hazel. So Rose, let me see your first question. Okay, you was. Ooh, that's so amazing! So the question of the day, from which live? The last live? Let me talk to you. Um, Hi Tina. Thank you. Looks wonderful. I donated. No girl, you are the sweetest. Tina says free. Yeah, that's all about reception, sweetheart. Perception. Okay, if people get scared, it's just because they are not receptive. Oh, receptive. I got you of what the universe has to offer. Hey, Gab. Love it. The question today. Oh, the question today. Oh, so you won't get a little spicy. Ooh. Okay, Rose. That's what I'm talking about. Are there people who are spiritually arrogant? Yes, but that's where they're at on their journey. Remember, we become controlling for different reasons because of conditioning, cultural conditioning, trauma, different things. So let's say, especially a lot of people go through trauma. Life is a traumatic experience, because we go through shit. That's how we build our muscles. Okay, that's how we build our strength, our emotional muscles. We go through things and then we build up and we say, okay, give me the next shot, life. So people, when they go through things, they either become more empathetic or more narcissistic. And both narcissists and empaths are both very controlling. See, that's what y'all don't want to hear because most of us in the spiritual community, we've gone through trauma and we are more empathetic. But empaths are just as controlling as narcissists. Do you know that? Let me put it this way. An unhealthy empath, one who's not really done the work, because there are a lot of empaths who are suffering from high codependency. So the narcissist force, manipulates, lie, cheat. They're going to trick you into getting what they want. The empath is going to give, pour from an empty cup. They're going to coerce you in a way, in a subtle way. They're giving to you to control your behavior. I'm telling you, the empath is giving to you in the hope that you don't do the bad thing that happened to them or you don't do anything emotionally painful. They try to butter you up in a sense, energetically, being an overgiver, being a rescuer, being a savior, having hero complex. It's two hurt people. The narcissist and the empath are two hurt people who either become aware of it and do some work, or I shouldn't say narcissistic, because I don't know if a real narcissist could actually change. I don't know. I don't have that the psychological background to say that, but people who's been through major trauma either lean narcissistic or they lean empathetic. But both of them are the two sides of one freaking coin. That's why when I hear people talk about narcissistic abuse, my question is, when are you going to look at yourself and realize that you are a codependent? Because a narcissist only latches on. The narcissist isn't going to try to latch on to anybody now because they need a supply, but they will only stay with a codependent. Because how can someone beat you up, beat you down mentally, emotionally, and you stand there and try to make it work? And then call yourself strong. A lot of codependents, a lot of empaths who stay and take abuse. They love to say, "Oh, I'm strong." It's almost as if they're addicted to telling a sad story. They love to have a story of overcoming. So since you like to have a story of overcoming, the universe will keep giving you a story to overcome. Both the narcissistic person and the empath, both of them got to do work. Because usually they lean the way they lean because of severe trauma. That's a conversation y'all don't want to talk about in the spiritual community. So some of these same empaths, they are spiritually arrogant. But it's just a tool of control because they're protecting themselves. They have to keep that perspective because of their own shit that they're dealing with. Like this day, I came across this lady's channel. She's tapping for people and she's reading the cards, but she was a complete emotional wreck. And I mean, I wasn't judging her, but I was like, damn, girl, get it together. Do a little meds before you come on. Do a little meds, do a little meditation, get your shit together. Like a complete emotion. Now, the people in the chat was sending their love and light, you know what I mean? Because we all need support at some point, but you got to get your shit together. You feel me? And I don't know why this is coming through today, but it's coming through, all right? So, yeah, we got to do the work. All of us got to do the damn work. You have some empaths who, they love, like I said, they love to say to them they're strong. But my thing is, If you're in front of somebody, oh, you want me to expand on expound? I just heard the word expound. I don't usually use that word on the narcissist being. Give me a second, Rones. The narcissist being attracted to the empath. The narcissist is attracted to everybody, and most people are attracted to the narcissist because remember they give an outer appearance of confidence, charm. They tune into you. They will do whatever the fuck they got to do to get that supply from you because at the end of the day they do not feel good in themselves. They feel less than, like they tend to suffer from superiority complex. So when they see you as somebody who's peaceful or kind or sweet, their aim is to wreck that because they want you to feel as bad as they feel in themselves. I was interacting with a lady and her boyfriend, and I was picking up that he was a narcissist, but I can't just go out and say, "Hey, girl, let me tell you." No, that's not how I operate in my day to day life. You feel me? Even when it comes to the cards, I don't be pushing this on nobody. Like, let me read. No, mm. And I picked up that this dude was a narcissist. He had narcissistic tendencies, and we were somewhere, and something went wrong, and he has a very nagging personality. I kind of feel like he's down low too, but that ain't my business. But anywho, he likes to do these little nagging things to her in front of other people, and we were all standing there. I think it was like five of us standing there, right? And the way that he spoke to her, it wasn't loud, but it was very in this nagging tone. She didn't get him something that he wanted, and he's like, "Oh, I told you this," and like he was actually talking to a child, and she kind of got upset, and she walked away because I guess she didn't want to blow up because we was in like a group setting, and I literally watched this man smiled, and I was like, fuck me. I don't know if this woman knows what she is in. This man had a little smile on his face, like he was happy that her peace was disrupted. That's a fucking narcissist right there. Complete narcissist. It gave him joy to disrupt her peace. Do you hear me? He had this little smile, a little smirk. It wasn't a full big smile, it was a micro smile. And I was like, fuck. I was like, oh my God. Do you hear me? But she stays in it. And she's one of those people who like to talk about her strength, like, oh, I'm so strong. But my thing is, if you're standing in front of somebody and they keep slapping in your face, how can you stand there and say, take the slaps and then call yourself strong? You're the one in the fault because I'm not victim shaming you, right? But you're the one in the fault. You know why? When they first hit you, they was in fault. But when you stood there and constantly took that hit, you become the one in fault now. Because a person who's securely attached, a person who cares about themselves, is not gonna stand around and take abuse. What you mean what if they don't know it's abuse? How the fuck you cannot know if it's abuse? You don't know how you feel? If somebody is making you feel turbulence in your emotion, you don't know how you feel? You don't know how negative emotion feel? If someone constantly puts you in a place of negative emotions, how you not know that this person don't mean you no good? That's why I say the narcissist is attracted to the empath, because there's a lot of empaths who are codependent. They will stand there and keep taking that slap in their face, and they love to coach and counsel. So they'll be there. Oh, I want to talk to you. Talk to you about fucking what? This person just disrupted your peace. And the narcissists know how to play you like a fiddle. So when I want to talk to you, I need you to understand where I'm coming from and how I didn't appreciate this. Let me tell you something. The narcissists don't give a fuck about what you're saying. They don't give a fuck that you don't appreciate nothing. They just act like they're listening, or they just do what they got to do to smooth the situation over, and then they go right back to their normal operation. Ask yourself, how many times did I have this conversation with this person? If it's consistently, this person don't really care about you. So who's going to care about you? You. It's your job to care about yourself. Stop pouring from an empty cup. Go do your work. Because oh, I'm a giver. I am a giver. But a lot of empaths give from an empty cup, and then they feel bad because they think that when they give, the person's gonna reciprocate. That's a tool of control. So you're not giving genuinely, you're giving to get something out of it. You might as well just ask for what you want from the get go, but no, you don't want to come off as demanding. No, that's what the narcissist does. The narcissist demands. So oh, I'm not demanding, but you're giving with the intent to get. You're buttering this person up so they can treat you a particular way or give to you in a certain way. And then when they don't, then the unhealed empaths go back and cry and, oh, I always pouring into people and they don't ever pour into me. Nobody's there for me when I need it. Who do you go to sleep with at night? I don't care if you sleep on the side of somebody every night. You are the only person you have when you close your eyes at night. You know why? Because you're the only one left with your thoughts. So if you're not going to take care of you, who the fuck is going to? And that's what the unhealthy empath doesn't get. You cannot put your care in another human being's hands. Oh, okay. And you know what's quite surprising? As soon as you start taking care of yourself, then you're going to attract people who's going to take care of you. No one can give to you what you don't give to yourself. It defies the laws. Okay? Now let me get to Rome's. I don't know who needs to hear that, but you got it. Let me get to you. Let me get to you. It's crazy, but it happens all the time. My sister was with a narcissist for 3 years. She was falling apart, but finally and thankfully, she came out of that and she's doing so much better now. Happiness is back in her life. Thank God, Hazel. But I hope she's doing her work as well. I don't know why codependents don't like to give up. I noticed that a lot of codependents, they do not like to throw the towel in. Quitting to them is like the worst thing in the world. Oh, I just don't want to turn my back. Oh, a lot of codependents suffer from abandonment issues. So if you feel abandoned in yourself, you don't want to turn your back on somebody else because then you feel like you're doing the same thing that you don't want nobody to do to you. You're abandoning. No, you're not abandoning them. When you come together in any relationship, it's mutual respect, mutual understanding, mutual care, especially in intimate relationship, mutual respect, mutual understanding. You should be aiming for these things. I feel like mutual respect is supposed to be off the bat. You don't aim for that. Mutual understanding, I think you have to aim for it because it's two different people. They see the world differently, right? Mutual care. If you care, you say you love somebody, don't you want to bring them as much peace and happiness as possible? Okay, you can't really create happiness for somebody, but don't you want to add as much happiness? You can add to somebody's happiness. That's another topic. I think I need to do a live on that. You know what another thing codependents do? They try to make people happy who are not happy in themselves. It doesn't work. If somebody does not feel happy in themselves, I don't care how much you try, they're gonna find something wrong. But anywho, oh my God. Somebody needs to hear this. Like, how many times are you going to cry? And the same cycle. You cry, you talk to them, you complain to them, you tell them how you feel, and then they say, oh, they're going to do better, and then they don't do better. How does that not say to you, it's time to go? But oh, you don't understand. I have my children to think about. Your children know that you're hurt. I don't care how you try to hide it. Ask any child who grew up in a dysfunctional home where the parents put a mask on. Ask an adult who grew up in a dysfunctional home where the parents put on a mask and pretended that things were okay. They felt that shit because we're energy beings. They were picking up on it at a subconscious level. They knew that something was wrong. I don't care how well y'all pretend. Anywho, let me get to Rome's. She's leaving me, but it's a step-by-step process. She's doing psychotherapy and all that. Good step. Good stuff. Whoever this is I'm talking to, I feel like this is your time to hear it straight up. Maybe you're still in the situation. You need to be done. You need to be done, done. It's not our jobs as empathetic souls or healers, because some of us coming with strong healing capabilities to heal anybody emotionally. It's not our job. They have to want to do the work themselves. And yes, you could help, but my goodness, at some point you gotta let them stand on their own 2 feet. How are their muscles gonna become strong? If we as human beings, if we were never put down and say, hey, stand up and walk, we wouldn't have done our muscles would have been weak. If our parents just carried us around and we're not being put down to walk, then we will be weak, right? I don't know if that's a good analogy, but you get what I'm trying to say. Anywho, let me get to Rome's. Yeah. I don't know who this is I'm picking up on, but this is it's like it won't allow me to stop. But if that's what I gotta do, if that's what you need to hear today, if that's what our contract is, at this day and this time, this is what I was supposed to say, this is what I'm gonna say. You gotta let them go. Especially when it's a romantic relationship. You're not feeling fulfilled, you feel depleted. This person is just draining you. Remember, a lot of us are children in adult bodies. Let me just be real about it. A lot of us, and you hear me say us, because a lot of us go through dysfunctional homes. Those things affect us emotionally. We go through trauma in our childhood. Those things affect us. And until you become aware, because some people are not aware that you need to go on some sort of healing journey, you need to start becoming self aware. Then you just be out there on the raw and ragged. You think that your peace is going to come from another human being. So we get in these relationships and then we realize, no, I'm not being fulfilled in this relationship. And like I said, when we go through rough periods or dysfunction or trauma, we either lean empathetic or we lean selfish, more selfish. And the people who lean selfish, they are takers and they look for the givers, the empaths. They look for those people because they know it's easy to take from you. And they will deplete you because they also need to heal, but they aren't aware. So, okay, it's fair that both of you weren't aware when you got together. But now that you are aware that you're not fulfilled, you feel depleted, this person is not taking any steps to grow, why are you staying? And then you know what a lot of narcissistic people do? They tell you their sad story because remember, empaths love to hear a sad story. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just to relate. So the narcissist is gonna tell you, oh, this happened to me. And so when you say, hey, I'm done, they could be like, oh, you're abandoning me too, just like how my father abandoned me or my mom abandoned me. And I shared with you what went down. And you're the last person. And no, and it does, and I can't even talk. And this person doesn't take in consideration that you're pouring every last ounce of you into them. But as soon as you put a boundary up, they go, and I thought you understood. You are the only person who I thought understood what I've been through. It's time to stop fucking going through now. It's time to heal. You're not a child anymore. You can't spend your whole fucking life blaming your parents. Yes, they did a shitty job, but on the deepest level, you chose them and you chose them for a reason. So now start doing the work, whatever that reason is. Start evolving. It's not another human being's job to evolve you or do your work for you. Go do the fucking work. And they usually be the ones who are not meeting their partner's needs. I heard this story about this lady. Her husband, I think he lost his job. Okay, so he stays home. And she works like long hours. She has 1 day off a week. We know what the climate is now, the financial climate is in the Western world. We know what it is. So she's working to keep the family afloat. Apparently, he has a severe allergy to dairy. You know what he does? Every night before her day off, he would deliberately eat dairy to be sick on her day off so she could take care of him. I don't get it. I don't get that. Her one day off. She's already working. You ain't looking for no job. Or the job's market ain't working out for you. Let me don't say he ain't looking. Because she didn't say if he was or not, but it's not working out for you. And your wife, who's keeping the family afloat, works 6 days a week, long hours, and her one day off, you decide to get sick. And at first she didn't realize he was doing it intentionally. She had to like say, hold up, this seemed like every day off you sick. And apparently he's really sick when he eats dairy. And he basically admitted that he likes that she takes care of him or some shit like that. Like that's unhealthy. So the last time he got sick, he became severely sick and she didn't look at him. She told him she was tired. She didn't look at him. And so apparently she said she moved away from where he was because he was shitting, vomiting. And then he went and tell his family that how she basically abandoned him, and him and his toxic ass family had a lot to say apparently. Girl, I would have been so fucking done with that man. When they say I would have been done, I'd have been done. I would have been done. Why would you do that to the person you care about? That's what I'm talking about, takers. You know that's her one day off. Don't you want to spend that in some sweetness with her? Love making. I don't care what it is. Love making. Netflix and chilling, just watching a movie, having a nice meal. Shit, running her a bath, give her a massage, just relax together. Why do you want her to keep working on her day off? It's like you hate the woman. And that's another topic we got to talk about at some point. Do you know there are some men who hate their mothers secretly, and they will marry a woman who they hate secretly as well, and they will punish her for the mistakes of their mother. But those types, you usually don't know that they hate their moms because they have a facade of a relationship with their mom. Everything seems hunky dory, but they will secretly hate their mothers, and they will marry a woman, and they will punish her for the mistakes of their moms. Let me get to Rones. Um, Happiness is back to her life. But it's step by step process. She's doing. It's like, okay, I read that. Okay, Rose, let's see. What will your first time be with this person? Ooh. What was your first time? What will your first time be with this? Mm. We have the Hermit card. Okay. This person could be thinking about you. Because while there's three people on this, I'm getting the vibe of this person thinking about doing this with you. Um, it's going to be very private. Um, when I say private, I don't, because of course you're going to do it, but I mean, like, I don't know if this person would show public display of affection at that point. Maybe in the future they would, but maybe on the first time, like let's say you went out to dinner before it happens. I don't feel like they're gonna be all over you, the type of way. Tell me how both of you are gonna enjoy it a lot. This card for me is like the two of you are on the same page. Like look at this. Look how these two people are in there. Like both are gonna really enjoy it. Both of you are gonna consider each other. It's gonna be a balanced give and take. No one is gonna left dissatisfied. I'm telling you, there's something about your body type that this person really loves. Because I'm looking at this woman's body, and it's almost like that she's so slender that you can kind of slightly see her ribs, and her arms are super skinny. And I think this person loves that slender look. Tell me your first time. Oh, very good, baby. The Four of Wands. Ooh, happiness galore. There's something about your little tits that this person's gonna like. I think we discussed that before. Her hands are on her boobs, so it tells me, it makes me feel like that's gonna be like a focus for him. But these two people are in bliss. She's happy. She's riding it and smiling, and his head is thrown back and his eyes are closed in absolute bliss, baby. This person gonna want you to sit on it. Tell me more. Seven of Swords. You know what's interesting? Both people backs are to each other. So I feel like both of you would be somewhat nervous. Because look, like this man looked like he's worried about, did he do a good job? Both of them are naked, so it says to me that they already did the deed. But he's like, did I do a good job? And he doesn't look that confident. But she's also, her back is also to him, like in contemplation. I feel like both of you are gonna be wondering if it was good for the other. Let me tell you, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Knight of Swords. It's gonna be soft and sweet when you first do it, but after that, girl, this man gonna teach you some stuff. He's gonna instruct you into some stuff. Your little ass gonna take some dick. Do you hear me? Woo! You're gonna learn how to take this D. Tell me how it's gonna be. We have the Eight of Cups. What's interesting is that on some other Eight of Cups, like in a different deck, it's 8 cups, which speaks to walking away. But in this deck, or on this deck, there's only 1 cup. Okay, and if I look at the overall drawing, there's actually 2 cups. 2 of Cups is love, mutual love. It's mutual energies, like the true give and take. And this man is dancing with this woman. It's gonna be a dance that both of you understand. You see that? This ain't no walking away situation. On this Eight of Cups, this don't look like no walking away, baby. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. Tell me more. How is it gonna feel for Rones? How is it gonna feel for Rones? We have the Knave of Swords. It's gonna be more like a learning situation for you. It has to be something about your shape and your body because this woman is tall as fuck. I want to show you her. She is tall AF. She's tall. Look at her. Can you see her? Look at her limbs. You see how long her limbs are? Tall, very tall. Now, even if you're not tall, it's giving the body proportions, like your legs and your arms. They seem long, lean, and this man is literally on his knee worshiping this woman's body. They're talking about the belly. For you, you're gonna be in a place of learning, and because the Page of Swords could speak to studying. Tell me how it's gonna be. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. This card always gives me a man being obsessed. But we're asking if we're gonna feel. You may feel obsessed with it. You may surprise yourself. You may want it more than this person wants it. Tell me how you're gonna feel. Oh, and Seven of Pentacles. Very satisfied. Very cozy. It gonna feel right. Look at them. Look at these two. No. Spent, baby. You gonna love it. He gonna love it. It's going to feel right. They're just wrapped up in each other's arms. Tell me how this person's going to feel. Tell me how this person's going to feel. The Justice card. They're going to feel satisfied. They're going to feel really good. They're going to feel pleased. They're going to feel like you two are perfect for each other because the Justice card speaks to balance. And then we have the Chariot. Ooh. This person ain't gonna want to move on. They gonna want to do it again and again and again. Because look at this. It's like she's sleeping and he's like, hey, wake up. She's like sleeping and he's like, hey, wake up, round 2. Time to get on this shit again. How he's gonna feel the Strength card. Girl, when I say he gonna love it, he gonna teach you how to ride it, baby. And you gonna learn how to ride it and you gonna love riding it. Do you hear me? You gonna love riding it. He may like your little booty, because this girl has a little booty. But she's absolutely beautiful. There's something about a rabbit. There's a rabbit on this card. A rabbit is soft, cozy, cuddly. When I think about a rabbit, that's what I think about. Like cute. This person may think that your ass is cute. And then we have the Ace of Wands. This person would wonder like how it would be to get you pregnant or how you would be if you were pregnant. Because this woman looks pregnant on this card. Yeah. Both of you will have the hots for each other because I see two people in the flame. Look, let me show you. Let me show you something about her. Let me give you some. So look at her. It looks like he's putting his hand on her belly, like she's pregnant. Yeah, and then in the flame, there are two people. So the two of you are gonna have the hots for each other. Let me see what this person's spicy thoughts are. Let me see what this person's spicy thoughts are. Let me see. Let me see what this person's spicy thoughts are. What's your spicy thoughts? We have sexting. This person want to talk to you. Touching. They like when you two text each other spicy things. Touching. This person loves touching you, or they're going to love touching you. There's something very healing about this person's touch. Let me watch. I feel like this person wants you to take off your clothes and let them watch. Like they would prefer to lay back on the bed and say, take off your clothes for me. And you gently or you so slowly do it. Like you slowly take off your clothes. This person kind of like that you're nervous. Tell me. It says stigmatized. Yeah, this person plans on putting it on you so good that you can always want it. You want to want more and more. More and more pretzel. Eventually, as this person dicks you down, because you're going to be dick down. With the stigmatized, you're going to get dick girl. You're going to get dick. Do you hear me? As this person continue to dick you down, they can start folding your body up. You're going to like it. You're going to love it. Trust me on that. Kissing and talking. Wow. Do you see this? Are you paying attention to this? All the cards came out in blue. So this is going to be a sexual healing. This person came into your life to bring about some sort of healing. And I feel like it could even be tied to what you're currently dealing with as it relates to them, like your current situation with them. They could be bringing something to you to bring about healing for you in that situation, right? But if you should have sex with this person, there's also going to be sexual healing. So you don't have to say anything in the chat, but if there is any sort of sexual trauma in your past, this person is going to make you forget it. Or sexual shaming. This person's going to make you forget it. This person's going to heal you from that. And when you heal, girl, you're going to be riding dick continuously. Because this stigmatizes in the middle, and this stigmatizes in black, honey. Because it's consistency. You hear me? You go love the But look at all these cards in blue. This healing energy. Now, why was I led to write pretzel in blue? Because pretzel is when somebody folds your body up. Maybe you need a folding. When I get that feeling, I need a sexual healing. Sexual healing, baby, is good for me. Makes me feel so fine. It's something that's good for me. When I get that folding. Let me see what Roan says. Roan says, who is, oh my, he said, OMG Rose. I felt sexual energy when I first saw him. What? It was strange because I just met, Haley says all blue. What does it mean, blue? Wow. Blue for her is healing. I never experienced any trauma. I just grew up. Oh, I got you. I got you, babe. I got you. Oh. Okay, okay, okay. Hello, everyone who's coming in. Make sure you like the live. Thank you for liking. Yeah, I got you. No worries. I got you. I need a sexual healing. Sexual healing, baby. That's good for me. Hey, makes me feel so fine. For the people who are coming in for the free, right? Free, but obviously, why did I say obviously? My donations take priority. That's what I should say. Uh-huh. Ooh. I'm gonna get a message from each of them, Rose. I'm gonna get a message from each of them. I'm gonna do 6 tarot and 6 animal oracle. So the first 6, what they want to say, the first one want to tell you it's time to let go of whatever has been making you feel anxious, worried, or affecting your sleep at night. It's time to get up. What does the second one want to say to you? The magician, the power that you seek is within. What does the third one want to say to you? 2 of coins. You need to make a decision about something and make it fast. What does the fourth one want to say to you? 7 of wands. You're somewhat guarded. You don't need to protect yourself because we're protecting you. You don't need to protect yourself because we're protecting you. What does the sixth, one, two, three, four? Okay, what does the fifth one want to say? I'm gonna do it this way because I'm gonna put the other ones on top. What do you want to say? 10 of Pentacles. There's something about your family that you need to make a decision. Okay. Um, controlling. Oh God. I a part of your family's controlling nature has crippled you. That's what I'm hearing. The controlling nature of maybe one or more family members has crippled you somewhat. And so you need to make a decision in regards to them. What does the sixth one want to say to you? The Temperance. Oh, your angels are with you at all times. Okay? Now let's get the Animal Oracle for the next 6. What's your message from the seventh one? What do you want to say to Rose? What does the seventh one want to say to you? It says frog prosperity. Isn't it interesting that yesterday you wrote the word, was it no day before yesterday? You wrote the word prosperity. It says, let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. So you have a very fortunate event coming up or a situation coming up. What does the eighth one want to say to you? 8 could be the number of new beginning. It also could be the number of abundance. Ooh, as I say that, the card says, Ladybug, good luck. It says, you are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. Yes. I remember I said something about letting worry go with the 9 of Swords. Okay. So the eighth one want to say, good luck is on your side. All right. Let your true self shine through. Nothing to worry about. All is well with you. You'll be taken care of. Tell me what the ninth one want to say. Oh, that's 2. It says sea otter, happiness. Be the master of playful living. So they want you to be a little bit more playful, okay? Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Girl, Rose, something good is about to happen. Something good is about to happen this year. And then it says, white stag, protect her. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. That is so true. That is so true about you. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. You are very magical. And I feel like It's time for you to rise up. It's time for you to go through a spiritual awakening. There's something about a hand. I don't know what does that mean. A hand could be like handing you something or giving you something. I'm seeing a hand in my head. What does that mean? A hand, a helping hand. I don't know. What is the ninth one? I want to tell you. 2K again, and these two are about birds. Yo, peacock, vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be careful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. So if you have a pang of jealousy here and there, we're all humans, okay? We have all a range of emotions, good and negative. Let that go, all right? And then it says hawk, messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. This is another card talking about leveling up, okay? Something about you taking flight. That could mean going on a trip, like literally taking a flight, or that could mean you just waking up more spiritually or waking up more intuitively. Okay. What does the 11th one want to say? Yeah. What do you want to say? What does the 11th one want to tell you? It says, Black Bear, guardian, gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Yeah, there is something about your intuition waking up. You may have a protector spirit. Your spirit might be a mighty protector. Like, I know that your soul is a soul that nobody should fuck with. That's what I know about you. I know that for sure. You remember before you found out that your life path was a master number, that I kept saying to you that you're a master at this game called life? Yeah, you ain't no soul to fuck with. Believe me when I tell you that. And the final one, number 12. Isn't it interesting that you saw 12? The final one, there's something significant about 12. The final one, the 12th one. What does the 12th one want to tell you? And your favorite creature, which is, oh, it's a squirrel, but the birds are on the squirrel. You know you love the birds, right? It says, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you all you need. So there are two cards speaking about distraction. So that's something I feel like you need to be aware of right now. In your current reality, be aware of things that's distracting you from projects, from self care, whatever's distracting you, you need to remove those from your experience, okay? Because it's time for you to take flight, babe. It's time for you to level up. It's time for you to wake up into the next version of yourself, all right? And I want to look up to see what I want to look up to see what the spiritual meaning of the number 12. Let me see. What is the spiritual? What is the spiritual meaning of the number 12? Spiritually, the number 12 represents completeness, perfection, and divine authority. It signifies a full cycle or a complete structure as seen in the 12 months of a year or the 12 signs of the zodiac. In religious context, it marks the 12 tribes of Israel and the 12 apostles, symbolizing divine guidance. I don't know, there could be something about your mouth or your lips, because as I'm talking, as I'm reading this thing, my lips are standing out to me. Like in my head, my lips look big, like as if I'm reading it like this. It signifies a full cycle of complete structure. That's how I see it in my head. So as I'm talking, right, I see my lips just get really big in my head. Like, what the fuck does that mean? So it could be that either your word is suppressed, or maybe it's time for you to speak up about something. Maybe it's time for you to express yourself about something. Okay, because I'm literally seeing my lips being big, and it's kind of distorting what I'm, because in my head it's like this.
It signifies a full cycle of a complete structure.
Woo! Oh! But let me get back to what I was saying. Yeah, so there could be something about speaking up or speaking out, okay? Whoever said I love you too. I just heard that clearly. Um, do you know how beneficial laughter is for you? Oh my God. Hey, I want you to go look up, guys. Look up laughing yoga. There are people who literally pay to go and laugh. There are these people who hold these yoga classes, and it's all about laughter. Like they will go there and do something like, ha ha ha, hee 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 hee, hee, ho ho ho. Yeah, people pay money for that. So it tells you that they're getting some benefit from it, but there's literally physiological and psychological benefits of laughing. Do you hear me? Yeah. It says key spiritual meanings, completeness and perfection. The number 12 is often considered a perfect number, indicating a state of fullness or a complete process, divine authority and governance. Its association with the 12 tribes of Israel and the 12 apostles highlights its role in establishing divine order and authority. Maybe it's time for you to challenge an authority figure in your life with the lips standing out to me. Maybe somebody who's an authority figure. It's time for you to challenge this person. Then it says cycles and structure. The 12 hours on a clock and the 12 months in a year represents natural and spiritual cycles, showing the complete progression of time and seasons. Biblical significance. The number 12 is pervasive in the Bible, appearing in the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 disciples, the 12 foundation stones of the New Jerusalem, and the 12 baskets of leftovers after feeding the 5,000. The 12 signs of the zodiac represent a complete cycle of astrological influence connecting to the broader concept of cosmic order. There are 12 lunar months in the year, and the number is important in Islamic traditions as mentioned in the Quran. Periods of 12 years are considered significant durations for purification, adherence to spiritual practices, and milestones in spiritual progress. Yeah, there's some sort of spiritual progress that's happening for you. I could sense that. In essence, seeing the number 12 in a spiritual context often serves as a reminder of higher power, divine organization, and the completion of spiritual journeys or cycles. Yeah, you could be getting ready to start a new spiritual cycle, meaning you're leveling up into a new version of yourself. Okay? Something about demanding respect. I just heard that clearly, demand respect. Let me see what you're saying. Mhm. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. G's drifting on by, that's how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, yeah. And I'm feeling, um, MG Rose, I'm excited for you. I felt he had intense energy for me when I saw him. Thank you, Hazel. I have a lady neighbor who feeds the crows, but she feeds them at a corner far from the apartment. The 12 came sitting on the wires in front of our place, dying. All of them, yes, prosperity. A hummingbird came by to greet me too yesterday, and Phoebe came back. Ooh, I haven't seen her in months. Oh my god, that's amazing. Thank you, Hazel. Thank you, Divine. That's beautiful. Thank you, Hazel. Okay, okay, you kidding. I need that. I needed that. I believe that. Yeah. Okay, let me get to Hazel. Didn't I see Gad here? Yeah, Gad was here. Gad probably fell asleep. For Hazel, Hazel, your question is okay. Tell me your question, Hazel. Ooh, detailed version, darling. So tell me what your first time is gonna be like with this person. Tell me what it's gonna be like. You know, it's interesting. I pick up on the sexy card, but it was on top of this big deck, right? And at the bottom of it, at the top of the big deck, this card says, "My family and friends have a lot to say." Then it says, "I'm going to contact you very soon. I'm going through a spiritual awakening, addictions and mental health. Teach me how to love. Show me how to surrender my heart." Now, the next one says, "I'm a cheater. Being faithful is foreign to me." This could be this person's shadow side. I don't know. "I finally realize all I want is you. I have other responsibilities that are my main focus. Kissing you is all that I've been thinking of." Okay. We can't be, can we be friends with Ben? No, I'm not receiving that one. So I don't know. Take those how they came out because we're trying to get spicy, but those were just standing out to me. Anyway, what would be, how it would be your first time with this person? Ah, tell me. We have the Ace of Pentacles. God damn. Can somebody say satisfaction? "I can't get no satisfaction. And I try, and I try. I can't get no." This person may fantasize about touching your ass. Because look at this. This may be, you two may do this in some sort of luxurious place. Because look at this picture. Like, it's like in abundance and luxury. Look at that. And the both of them look very happy, very satisfied. And this Ace of Pentacles is there, this big ass pentacles. Yeah, this is like, this is what I've been waiting on all my life. All my life, I prayed for someone like you. And I thank God that I finally found you. All my life, I pray for someone like you, and I hope that you feel the same way too. This person don't think you like them like that. Yes, I pray that you do love me too. Let me look up. Why do I always get song lyrics? Yeah, you're musical. Because I feel like I get, for you, the songs just be coming through all my life. All my life. Is it Jodeci? I played with some Casey and JoJo. This person may feel like you don't notice them like that. They could be feeling that same intense attraction that you're feeling, but they could be convincing themselves that it's just them. Let me read the lyrics for you, okay? It says, "All my life." Oh, it starts off by saying, "I will never find another lover sweeter than you." Doesn't this picture give you that same sweet vibe? Like they look sweet, don't they? It says, okay, let me, no, I don't want to use that site. hmm It says, "I will never find another lover sweeter than you, sweeter than you, as precious than you. All my life, I pray for someone like you, and I thank God." Okay, why? Oh, I can't find. Okay, I guess I got to use the site, huh? Anywho, it says, "I will never find another lover sweeter than you, sweeter than you. I will never find another lover more precious than you, more precious than you. Girl, you are close to me." No, I don't want y'all to use my stuff. Okay. Um, is there any other site? I don't want to use my shit. Let me see if I can see it on here. Girl, you are close to me, you're like my mother. Close to me, you're like my father. Close to me, you're like my sister. Close to me, you're like my brother. You are the only thing, my everything. And for you, this song I sing. Oh, my life. I pray for someone like you. And I thank God that I finally found you. You feel the same way too. Yes, I pray that you do love me too. I guess that's all I'm supposed to give because I can't find the page with the lyrics that I want. So that's the part that you were supposed to hear. But you could go look it up yourself. Yeah. I pray for someone like you. And I thank God that I finally found you. Okay, I'm back in the chat. What are you saying? It's pausing? Is it still pausing? Yep, still pausing. Okay, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. Uh hmm. I say, oh my, and I thank God that I finally found you. Okay, how's it now? Tell me how it is. Um, nothing. How's it now? Hello, everyone. Yes, the same. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing some of the conversation. Yes, the same, same, nothing. How's it now? Same, still pausing? Okay, I'm seeing it on my end. I can see it on my end. Anything different? Anything now? It pause, but I can see it. It's not pausing on my end. Um, double tap. You'll talk to me. Let's see. So you guys can see what I'm writing in the chat. Yes. Now, now, is it good now? Oh, you're saying yes, you can see. It's good now. Yes. Okay, good, 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 good. We got you. All right, so let's see. Tell me how it's gonna be the first time. Well, how's the time? Nine of Pentacles. No, this is Nine of Wands. That's a lot of wands. Y'all two may go rounds. The first time you two may go rounds. Tell me how it's gonna be the first time. If you have the Scorpio energy, child, it's gonna be sexy as shit. Sexy and passionate. Scorpios are very passionate. It'll be wild, sexy, passionate. Scorpios can make you lose your inhibitions. Like you might bust it wide open for this person. Mm. And I'm licking my lips, so this person gonna love what they get. Like, I just had a little joke. Hey, so you remember when you told me about that lady's live and she was like, "Oh, they're trying to mess up my life." I should say the same. That's them. They're trying to mess up the life. Okay, let me get back. Hey, so I'm not making fun of that honestly because I know people do have bad intentions, and there could possibly be somebody out there sending that energy, but then at the end of the day, there's connection issues. So what thought gives you, Casey? You are a fucking channel. Trust me. What thought gives you more pleasure, or what thought gives you more peace of mind? Does the thought of they're trying to fuck up my life gives you more peace than it's just a connection issue, and I have to work with it. Either try get it sorted out or do the best that I can. Which thought gives you more peace? That's what it's all about. That's the only thing we got to do as we go through our day. It's not so much the reality, it's the thought. Because remember, the thought is the beginning of it all. I think the right word is precursor to the reality. So you got to tune yourself in a particular frequency, and the thought is the tuning dial. So let's say it is true that somebody's out here setting bad intentions for my lives or for this girl lives, right? But it's not my job to think that. Because if I think that thought of, oh yes, they over there mixing up potions and chanting to ruin my life, that thought has a lower vibration than, it's just a connection issue. It's probably gonna get sorted out, or I'm gonna do the best that I can. That thought has more of a higher frequency. And remember, the frequency you find yourself in determines what comes to you. It doesn't matter what's true or not, it depends on the frequency. So if somebody is over there setting negative intentions towards the life, they are also creating that negative thing for themselves because they are in that frequency. It's not my job to get in that frequency as well. Because if I say, oh, yes, they are fucking up my life with their intentions, then I guess more people are going to fuck up other things with their intentions too. I can't keep living that way, can I? No. So, y'all got it? It comes down to you. You are the only thinker in your reality. It ain't just spiritual people that send you negative intentions. What you think mixing up potions and chanting all that is? It's just a negative intention. That's setting negative intentions as well. You don't have to do anything to set a negative intention for somebody. You just need to think a thought. But just because somebody thinks something negative about you doesn't mean that you have to think it. And by the law, what they think, they become, and therefore they attract that same frequency in their life. So let them do what they want to do. Let their intentions be their intentions. You focus on you. Your job is to choose the thought that feels best in the moment. And I know it is practice. Okay, because I still be practicing. Because when it's in your face, it's kind of hard. Let's say it's on your job. And you know Mary don't fucking like you. And you know Mary doing take things to intentionally disrupt your peace. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for you to be like, oh, let's say Mary included somebody on an email that she didn't need to include, but she was just doing that to show you up. You have a choice to think two thoughts in that moment. You could think, oh, this bitch Mary out to get me. She's trying to make me look bad. That thought makes you feel really, really bad. Think about it. That thought, the thought, we're just focusing on the thought now. We're focusing on the thought and we're focusing on the connection of the feeling in the thought. Make the connection. When you think this thought, Mary is trying to make me look bad. How does that make you feel? And where do you feel it? Do you feel your feelings in your gut or in your chest or in your head? I don't know. I feel mine like up in my gut area. So you feel that bad feeling, Mary's trying to make me look bad. Is that true based on the 3D sense? Yes. You know Mary intentionally did that. But then you are the master of your reality. So that's what Mary did. Fine. Now you have a choice in that moment to think either that Mary is doing this to show me up and that thought makes you feel bad, or you could think maybe this is important that this other person knows this information as well. How does that thought makes you feel? That's all you have, is either you go left or right. In the moment, you either go left or right with your thoughts. Ask yourself, which thought makes me feel better? Not so much is the thought true or not. Go with which thought makes you feel better. The more you feel good, the more you rise up into those higher frequency, and then situations like Mary will move from your experience. But right now you're actually in alignment with somebody like Mary, and if you leave that place, you're going to possibly attract another Mary, just with a different face and a different body and a different environment, but the same energy. So when things go wrong, you have the choice. You have to think a thought that makes you feel a little bit worse or a thought that makes you feel a little bit better. And if you cannot think anything to make yourself feel better, instead of dwelling on the negative thought, you could say, I don't have to think that right now. And let's say it's very pressing. Let's say you can't even think that thought. You could say, I forgive you, Mary, and keep moving. Or, you know what, Mary doing the best she can and keep it moving. Our job is to just try and feel a little bit better. You hear me? In each moment, our job is to try and feel a little bit better because the feeling creates the frequency. The frequency is the magnetic pull. It sends out a signal and bring back to you more situations like how you feel. So if you say, oh, Mary did this because she's trying to show me up, and then you feel bad, you feel disturbed, you feel sad, you feel attacked, you feel victimized. All of those are feelings. You feel victimized and you dwell in that feeling all day long. And let's say Mary is transferred, right? Do you know you're about to meet another Mary if you don't clean up that energy? So when you have time to yourself, you say to yourself, I have a choice to think a thought that makes me feel better. So let's take it thought by thought. So you think about Mary and you say, what do I know about Mary? And the first thought that's going to come to you is that Mary's a bitch because the attraction begins at the thought level. Maybe I'm giving you all too much. Attraction starts at the thought level. When you think a thought, in a short space of time, you attract another thought with a similar frequency. That's why the feeling helps you like a guide, like a rudder to a ship. Wherever you put it, that's where you go. So, okay, I feel like I'm running away with you guys. So look at yourself right now in your mind's eye as two beings. One being is your higher self, and one being is your physical self. So in your mind's eye, see your physical self. You know this person, and then see your higher self. I don't know how your higher self looks. Now, imagine that your higher self is giving you a feedback of everything you think, because your higher self wants you to go in the direction that would make you most happy. So your higher self is with you and it's giving you a feedback. Now, the feedback is the feeling. Your higher self is giving you feedback through the feeling because the thought is the steering wheel or the tuning dial. The thought either says you're going away from what you want or you're going closer to what you want. But the feeling tells you which direction you're going in. What can I compare that to? The thought is like the steering wheel. It's turning you left or right. But the feeling says this is where you're going. If it feels bad, you're going towards more of what you don't want. If it feels good, you're going more towards more of what you do want. Okay, follow me now. So, when you think the thought, when you say to yourself, what do I know about Mary? And you think the thought, Mary is a bitch, that feeling that comes along with that thought, it could be a thought of anger. It could be a feeling of anger. It could be a feeling of feeling bothered, like annoyed, frustrated. All those are negative feelings. Now, each of those feelings have a different frequency, right? Back to your higher self poking you. When you think the thought, Mary is a bitch, and you feel annoyed, it is not your higher self agreeing with you when you get that annoying feeling. See, that's the thing. Your higher self is like the butterfly, and you are like the caterpillar. You only could see leaf to leaf, tree to tree, but your higher self could fly above the forest and see the whole landscape. So your higher self know why Mary is there and what benefit Mary's adding to your experience. So while you are disturbed, your higher self is never disturbed. But you think the reason that you're feeling annoyed is confirmation or affirmation, as if your feelings are affirming the thought, Mary is a bitch. It's like your feelings are saying, when you feel that annoyed feeling, it's like justification. That's the word I'm looking for. You think that feeling of anger or that feeling of being annoyed is justifying the thought of Mary is a bitch to say, yes, that's true. No, that's not what the feeling is. The feeling is a signal from your higher self saying, no, do not think that thought. So when you think Mary is a bitch and you feel anger, your higher self just punch you in the gut and says, no, don't think that thought. Let Mary be whatever the fuck she want to be, but I don't want you to think that thought. Because that feeling of anger has a certain frequency and it's going to take you to a destination that you do not want. So when you get that feedback from your higher self, you're like, you're supposed to be like, okay, I shouldn't think that. So what should I think? And your higher self say, as soon as you think something that makes you feel good, you're on the right track. So you say, okay, what can I think about Mary that's good? Probably nothing, because the thoughts around Mary is strong. Every time you thought about Mary in the past, you thought bitch, hater, jealous, hoe. So it's going to be hard for you to find the most positive, flowery, cotton candy thoughts about this person. But the thing is, you don't have to think about Mary. Fuck Mary. In that moment when you feel that punch in your gut, you could say, oh, you know what's nice? A nice steak with some asparagus and some garlic mashed potato. That is a thought. How does that thought feel? Now, see, the thing is, that seems illogical to you because you're a very logical being and you feel like you have to think about what's happening in your moment. You don't have to. That's why we are given the thinking faculty. We can think about anything in a moment. I can think about being in Paris right now. I'm not in Paris, but I can think about it. That's the gift of thinking. You don't have to think about what's going on. Okay, when you have some time to yourself now. So let's say Mary pisses you off and you say to yourself, Mary is such a fucking bitch. And you get that angry punch in your gut from your higher self, which means no, do not think that thought. And you're aware of it. You say, okay, I'm not going to think that thought. And thought, I wonder what I'm going to eat for lunch today. That thought is not going to piss you off. So you feel better in that moment. Like, well, you don't know what I'm going to eat for lunch today. And then you've had another thought about something else. You know, I need to get a new stack of sheet, or I need to change this color on this front, something, just something that doesn't give you any negative feels. And then when you get into your quiet time, your moments to yourself, maybe on your lunch break, and the situation with Mary comes back up because that thought is very strong within you. That energy with Mary, that situation with Mary has a strong momentum. So it's going to come up. It ain't just going to leave on its own. It's going to come up and you're going to have to work through it. You're going to have to shift your vibration through this situation. Because if you don't change your vibration, you will always experience a Mary in your life, or you will always be running into Mary on that job. So when you're in your lunch break and the thought hits you again about, you know, I can't stand fucking Mary. She's such a hating asshole. And you think that thought and you feel that disgust. Disgust is a feeling. It's not your higher self saying, yes, Mary is a hating asshole. Is your higher self punching you in the gut again and saying, no, do not think that. So you say to yourself, what can I think about Mary right now? And you say to yourself, I don't know what Mary's agenda is. How does that thought feel? I want you guys to start connecting the thought and the feeling. So when you say to yourself, I don't know what Mary's agenda is, that thought may not feel as bad as Mary is a hating asshole. It may feel more like frustration, which is better. It's lighter than disgust. So you're like, okay, I don't know what Mary's agenda is. And then you think another thought like, well, Mary might be guarded because she may have gone through a situation with somebody else that I don't even know about. And that thought makes you feel a little bit better than, I don't know what Mary's agenda is. Once you start to feel a little bit better, it's your higher self saying, keep going, keep going. This is how you shift energy. This is how you transmute. This is how you transmute energy. And then you say to yourself, well, I can understand if I had somebody come up against me, I would be guarded too. And then you check that thought with your feelings, like, how did that thought feel? And you say, that feel a little bit better than Mary's probably guarded because of her past. And then you try again you try to reach for a better thought, and you say, well, I didn't ever do Mary nothing. It ain't fair for her to pick on me. And then you check with yourself, how did that thought feel? And it did not feel good. It did not feel good because there you go, you went back to the victim. You felt like a victim in that moment when you said, well, it wasn't fair for her to pick on me because I didn't do nothing. Is your higher self saying, nah, you just turned back to where I don't want you to go. It's okay. Don't judge yourself. Because let's say you judge yourself in that moment. You're like, damn, I tried to think better thoughts and it didn't work. Oh, that's just me. Maybe I'll never get it. How does that thought feel? It feels disempowering. So you don't think that, because disempowerment is a bad feeling. So he's like, you know what? Okay, it is what it is right now. Let me eat my lunch. I'll think about this at another time. Good. How does that thought, it is what it is right now. I don't have to think about this right now. I'll think about something else. How does that thought feel? That is how you transmute energy. Do you hear me? It seems I thought everybody, because I know how to change my mind, I thought everybody knew how to change their mind. But apparently people don't. Apparently people will get stuck on a thought and it will run away with them. And they will build a momentum like a fucking runaway train that cannot be stopped in the moment. And then when a thought builds a momentum, it also builds a feeling in you. When that feeling builds, it becomes your mood. When your mood amplifies, then you attract. That's how it works. The law of vibration. Whatever you give your attention to, you begin to vibrate like that thing in frequency. The stronger the frequency comes or becomes, then the law of attraction is activated. Then you much must bring circumstances and people who also share that same frequency. That's how it works. Do you hear me? That is how it works. I hope you get that. So let me get back to Hazel's question because Hazel, let me see. Gabby says I can't hear or see anything that was supposed to be no. Tap on the right. The quality is good now. I'm going to send hopefully. Maybe if you close the app and then open it. Um, Rowan said I tried to think of her cats and her daughter, who she would say is similar to me, who is quiet and love cats and loves to help people. Then I try not to get affected by her. See, that's it, Rose. Find anything to think other than what this thing is doing to you or bothering you. Don't feed into that energy. And then as you see light start to take care of you, I can be on top of the game. Or I can be, let me see how this is going. I can be one step ahead. But life is literally taking care of us. We don't have to be guarded. You feel me? All right. So let me try and finish Hazel, because Lord have mercy. So tell me how it's gonna be. Tell me how it's gonna be for Hazel. Tell me how it's gonna be. We have Prince. So it's gonna be equal give and take, very balanced. Both of you are gonna think it's beautiful, it's lovely, it's sweet, it's sexy. We have the moon. Very sensual. Yes, this person may like sucking tits. Because this man is sucking on this woman's boobs like he drinking milk, girl. You make cream on this man shit if you don't know what creaming is. It's when you're so turned on as a woman that you release like this white fluid. Yeah. Tell me how. It's gonna put you guys in your emotions because behind these people, it's like physically you're gonna be making love to each other, but on a soul level, like a 5D level, you're gonna be making love to each other too. I don't know if that sounds strange, but that's what I'm getting because it's four people here, but it's like a mirror. It's the same two people, but it's like two sets of them. You feel me? Okay. So tell me how it's gonna be for Hazel. Tell me how it's gonna be for Hazel. Like the live as you're coming in, guys. It's only four people liking. Two of Pentacles. Huh. It might feel like a roller coaster ride in the best way possible. Mm-hmm. A lot of orgasmic moments. A lot of speeding up, slowing down. So you could be getting long, deep strokes at one point. Then this person start banging the shit out of you. Just take dick, girl. Take some dick. Tell me how it's gonna be. We have the word. You see how this woman is sleeping peacefully? When this person is done with you, you're gonna sleep peacefully, baby. Then we have 10 of Wands. Yeah, could be multiple rounds. You know what's interesting? The fact that these people are out in nature is either you two are gonna. It makes me feel like you two are gonna do this somewhere that maybe you usually don't do it, because on one card, I noticed that this place looks plush. It looks luxurious. Almost looks like what I would think a castle bedroom would look like. You two may have had a past life where you lived in castles, like a Victorian era or something. I don't know. Because this makes me think of, like, those old romance where they had the set up marriage and the room. You know what I'm talking about. And then this one is out in the like forest, so it tells me that something It's gonna be like somewhere unusual. Yeah. Let me get some thoughts. Let me get some thoughts. Tell me what your spicy thoughts are gonna be for the first time. What your spicy thoughts are gonna be. I'm very grateful. Oh, this person's happy that you give it to them. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it. This person will feel like, yeah, I please you. Up against the wall. Lord of mercy. Angel and demon. Good God. This person may be the demon, baby. Or you could be. Maybe sexually you're a demon. Like you be fucking. I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe it's you if it's not him. Then we have intense. Yeah, pussy whipped. Oh yeah. So the last person I did was the person was stigmatized. You can have this person pussy whipped. You notice your cards are mostly red. Oh, this is gonna be fiery. Good God, it's gonna be fiery. My lord. Then he says, "I want to tease you." Baby, you can call on me. I want to please you. This person want to tease you and please you. Anytime, and I miss it. Lord have mercy. Once you give it to this person, you're gonna give it to them all the time because they can want it all the time. All the time. This person could call you and be like, hey, meet me so and so. And you pull up in the car, right? This person gets in the car and if it's private enough, you may get digged down right in the car. Lord have mercy. You may get digged down right in the car, baby. Because it's a lot of passion here. Pussy whipped. I miss it. I want to please you. Intense. Up against the wall. Demon. Mm. I'm seeing what's that movie called? 50 Shades of Grey in my head. You know, I was kind of slightly disappointed with that movie compared to the book. Even though I didn't read the book, I only read like little pieces because when the book came out, it was like hot and everybody was discussing it. Um, but I remember something in the book about um, the girl being super beautiful and him being fine as fuck. I don't feel like the two actors, the actress and the actor who played the role, I don't feel like they were like, you know, like everything physically. Like their features wasn't like, oh my God. Adonis and what's the other woman god? I don't know. It wasn't given that to me, but there could be a little bit of BDSM involved here because 50 Shades of Grey was a little bit about, you know, getting your shit and getting it right. This person gonna do you right, baby. They gonna leave your shit throbbing, sore. You ever get your shit beat up all night and the next day it's like fat up, like it's fat, like it's swollen? I don't know if it's just me. Like you get your shit beat the fuck up that night. I'm talking about an all night session. And then we use the bathroom next day. It's like it's heavy, like it's swollen because it just maybe just me, I don't know. No, or maybe you ain't never had a BBC because I, you know, I'm talking about like my BBCs. Hello. I like me a nice BBC. And I don't mean barbecue baked chicken. Where is soft life? Soft life, what you at? Yeah, so that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be very intense, babe. And then you gonna put it on this person, they're gonna be pussy whipped. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna never get enough of you. They gonna be giving you anything you want. They gonna say, you know how Beyonce was like, "Let me be, I wants to be, got to be your sugar, give mama some sugar mama, mama, I'm your." This person gonna be your sugar daddy, but your man at the same time. Let me be, I wants to be, got to be your sugar, give daddy some sugar, daddy, sugar mama, mama. I'm gonna be like a Johnny Rancher that you get from the corner store. Mm. I'm gonna be like a waffle cone. When you do it to me, I can't lie. Let me see what you're saying. Okay, I'm going to send. Hopefully, I can hear. Maybe if you close. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Okay, that's what I have. Okay, this is what our job is this week. I'm giving us all homework. For this one week, we're gonna try find a better feeling thought, okay? As our days as we move through our days. It's gonna take practice, but and if you can find a better feeling thought, you're gonna say to yourself, I don't have to think about this right now. And then find something random to think about. Like choose a random thing like pink elephant and blue balloon or pink elephant and green grapes. Find something that's random. It's going to be like a thought disruptor. So if you find your mind running away with your thoughts, you will say, let's say you don't want to think that thought anymore. You could literally say, I don't have to think this anymore. Or you could say pink balloon or pink elephant. You just say in your mind. That would be like your cue to say, stop thinking that. And every time you find yourself going on a negative thought, you will say it in your mind. Pink elephant, just in your mind. And then you find something to think about. Try it just for this one week. So we could really show ourselves the benefit of choosing better feeling thoughts. Just for one week. Practice it. Practice it. If somebody don't like you, you're gonna choose a thought that feels better. Like let's say somebody shows you something that kind of indicates that they don't like you. You can literally think the thought, oh, this person loves me. This person really cares. But that's gonna be hard if you're very logical. It's almost calling for you to be a little bit delulu. So it's gonna be hard for you if you're very logical. So you don't have to think, oh, this person loves me. You could think, yeah, this person is probably a great friend to somebody, something like that. Or if you can't think anything good, you just say pink elephant in your mind and it shifts you somewhere else. The key is when you say pink elephant or whatever your thought disruptor is, you have to think something else completely different. Because your thought disruptor is basically saying, okay, I cannot think a better thought about this situation. So I'm going to disrupt my thought process and then I'm going to think about something completely different. So if, let's say, Tom don't like you and you see Tom and you're like, oh, I don't know what I've done to Tom. Instead of saying, I don't know what I've done to Tom, why he doesn't like me, you just be like, pink elephant. And you're like, I wonder if I should get a pizza tonight. Or I wonder if I should go to the movies. Like something completely different takes your mind off what's in front of you. You feel me? Okay? Yeah. I'm gonna be like a Jolly Rancher that you get from a corner store. Mm. And I'm gonna be like a wife of gold. So let me tell you who I see. I see. Oh man, why my thing is slow? I see after Hazel, then I see Rones, and then I see. Okay, then I see Gab. Okay, Rones, I see you. What? Rones? Development? She would never want good. Oh shit. Flying pigs. If you want to use that, you can use it, Hazel. Okay, Rome. So did she just come out the blue and tell you this, Rome? Did she just come out the blue and tell you? Because then now it makes me wonder: did the whole shakeup have something to do with you? I'm not talking about just energetically, because we know energetically she was gonna reap her karma for what she did to you, what she been doing to you for these last couple months, almost a year. We know she was gonna get her karma. I told you that. But maybe in the physical 3D world, maybe something it had something to do with you, because I felt like you had a person in your favor in a higher position, like a man or a very masculine woman. There was somebody who had your back that you didn't even realize had your back. This person may have encountered you before and realized how gentle of a soul you are, and was very surprised that maybe they knew about what was said through the email. I don't know. So did she just come out the blue and say that to you? Because why would that be a discussion they were having? Anywho, let's tap the energy. Make sure you're tapping your. Make sure Rose has pink clouds. Make sure you're tapping your phone to the right. Tap your screens. And if you're using your laptop, just pull that red button, that red thing to the bottom, straight to the right. I'ma be like a Jolly Rancher that you get from the corner store. What you need to know, what does Rose need to know about this? Why did she say, why was she singing Rose praises when we know what she did to fucking Rose? Why was she singing her praises? The Hierophant, because a meeting was had. Some sort of meeting was had. I don't know if it's a meeting about you, but this is a meeting. Look, somebody in charge and two people who's at a lower level than this person. Somebody laid the laws down. So I don't know if some meeting was had where you were brought up. Tell me why was she singing your praises? Why was she singing your praises? The Hierophant, the Hermit. This is spiritual warfare. Two major arcana and the fucking world. Told you, this spiritual warfare. This woman was obsessed with disrupting your peace. Do you hear me? And it backfired. She fucked with the wrong one. But she may have been doing this a long time, and that's why she thought you were an easy target. She didn't know she was dealing with a fucking cosmic, otherworldly soul. Like your soul ain't earthbound. Your soul otherworldly. Hear me? You in an earthbound soul, baby. She fucked around and she found out. Because something pushed her into the corner with the hermit card. Something pushed her to the edge. Isolation. Hands tied. By yourself. You can't do anything. Whoever this person who's in a higher position, they said something that like shut her down or stopped her. All right? And it brought about some major ending with the world. And that could have been her way of doing damage control or making it seem like she didn't have a problem with you. You hear me? Yeah, it's something that she's very strategic, very Seven of Swords energy. Very, very Seven of Swords energy. If you have siblings, if you have siblings, you may not, if you don't have siblings, I don't know, yeah, you do. But if you're, let me use an example. Like when you're a kid and you do something to your sibling, like maybe you were playing and you push them too hard and then they start to cry and then you try to hurry up and hush them because you may have been the older sibling and they're the baby and you know your parents are going to be mad with you because you know you're supposed to know better. Let's say you push them down and they chip their knee or something and they started to cry. You'd be like, oh, um, it's okay, because you don't want your parents to come hear them crying. So you'd be like, it's okay. You want candy? You candy, it's okay. To kind of smooth things out and shut them up a little bit. It's something like that. This person was trying to like do a damage control. What happened behind the scenes as it relates to Rones and the situation? What was happening behind the scenes? What was happening behind the scenes? The moon. We talking about behind fucking me. This was major spiritual warfare. This is one of your higher level karmic soulmates. This person and you had a serious soul contract. Look, the fuck me. I have never, in all my fucking years of reading, I've never seen 6 fucking major arcanas come out. Like I'm getting cold goose fucking bombs. Yo, fucking me. This was supposed to. This person set out to break you. This person wanted to end you. You push back energetically with this person. You're you not moving. You not throwing it in the towel. It put this person on a fucking I'm gonna destroy you type of energy, but they fucked around and they found the fuck out. They've destroyed themselves in the process. The Hierophant, the Hermit. Come on, readers. I know more readers are in this chat. The Hierophant, the Hermit, the World, the Justice, the Moon, and the Wheel of fucking Fortune. This was major spiritual warfare. You were in a battle. Do you hear me? Every day that you got up, you were a warrior rising up every day to battle a demon. This is a black heart. This person set out to destroy you emotionally, mentally. This person wanted you up in the bathroom crying every day. That's what they wanted. They wanted you to break down and say, I'm not coming back. But you showed up every fucking day to giggle because he didn't know what his power was. And then he gave him the whooshy finger hole. Justice is yours, baby. She said that because she's trying to smooth things over. This is a direct, what's happening to her is a direct result of what she did to you. And I think she's kind of aware of it. She may not be fully aware because this person may be narcissistic. A narcissist, they struggle with self reflection. But I mean, maybe she ain't struggling no more because the Hermit card is here. So she was forced to be in self reflection. She was forced to look at herself, and whatever she saw and whatever they saw, it brought about an ending with the world. Okay. So she's saying that to you could have been her way of making herself feel better, like she's giving you justice. So you can think, oh, my intentions towards you wasn't bad. Don't ever think it was that bad. I was just doing the best for the company. Or you may have been wrong about what you think about me. I wasn't trying to get you because I always know how good you were. I was never trying to move you. But that's all a lie. She was trying to move you. And when she couldn't move you, she started attacking your mental state. She wanted you to be weak and crying, and she wanted you to have so much anxiety that you would quit. Do you know how much people go through that their work is so toxic? Every morning they get up there in major anxiety. But it didn't work. Instead, it backfired. I'm not even putting any other cards down. Never seen somebody got 6 major arcanas. The first line and the clarifiers. She isn't a person who can apologize easily. If she does apologize to you, it's with an agenda. Yeah. And so it brought about an ending for her, and then she did something or say something to change things back into like slightly in her favor with the wheel. So maybe that's why they didn't let her go completely. Because remember, she said she gave her 2 weeks notice, right? And then she came back and said they were moving her to a lower position. They demoted her. But I felt like when I did pick up on the energy about her giving the 2 weeks that she was gonna try for a second chance, whatever she said, they gave her a second chance, but it was less. They demoted her to make an offering to you. Like, she may realize that karma is biting her, and she may think that if she make an offering to you, like give you something, like in the analogy where I was like, do you want candy? Yeah, like she's doing something like that, trying to give you like the praises so you could kind of back up off of her. She fucked. You ain't fucking her. Your spiritual team, your spiritual guides. Well, I shouldn't say you ain't fucking her because you're a general. When I say you are an otherworldly soul, and you have a battle spirit, like your spirit is a war fucking. Think about it. Poe was a kung fu master. That's a warrior. And he was a panda, soft. Can we think about pandas? Pandas are looked at as cute and ooh, woo, 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 wee, 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 wee. You know, pandas are cute. When you get a panda toy, it's soft and cuddly and sweet. It don't give warrior, and so that's what she made a mistake. Cause you seem like, oh, you're so gentle, you're so this, you're an easy target. No, fuck you ain't. You're dealing with a protector soul, a warrior soul. What do protectors do? They go on the front line. They say, get behind me, I got this. And you fought every day by showing up. Resilience. Tell me, what's the tell me what the two came out. We have Raven. We have a Raven Shaman, and we have Grizzly Bear Power. Hey! It says, you are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place, keeper of the mysteries. I'm going to read it again. It says, you are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. Then we have Grizzly Bear, power. The first card had the word power on it as well. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. That's what she underestimated, your gentleness. I never give up. I will succeed. Let me read that again. It says, I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. That's your message. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. 6 major arcanas: Hierophant, the World, Hermit, the Wheel, the Moon, and the Justice card. Don't play with fucking you. Fuck your thought. Um, she told me this morning and she hugged me. Hugged you? Get the fuck away. No, don't listen to that. It was strange. Yes, while I was designing the displays, I was surprised why she in management, I was surprised why she in management and her said about my work. Oh, I had a hard time breathing too. The whooshy finger hold isn't and still don't I still don't trust her. Yes. Leah Lee will be, she gonna be fine. She listen, karma is up on her. Karma ain't coming to her. Karma is up on her at this moment. You keep being gentle. Don't be mad at her. You keep being gentle. You just know how to operate with her. And I'll use this analogy. If someone's arm is broken, you wouldn't give them a box to carry. So the box is you. You wouldn't put yourself in somebody's hand who has a broken spirit, who has a broken mind, meaning they ain't good natured. So you know how to move with her. You know you don't put your trust in her. You know you don't, but you don't stay guarded. You have like compassion. Because if you look at somebody whose arm is broken, would you get angry with them that they can't carry the box? No. But you wouldn't put yourself in their hole to carry. Because if you're at the box, you wouldn't say, hey, carry me, meaning putting your emotional state or your trust in them because you know they can't do it. They just lack the capacity to do so. So you will stand in a place of compassion and you'll be like, I understand. Or even though I don't understand why you're this way, I wish you the best. Okay? Because karma is up on this fucking itch. Karma is at her door. And you know karma is a bitch. Karma is the biggest bitch out there. She wait till you feel good in yourself. Then she's like, hello, withdrawal. I decide when I come with your money. When you lied on that person, that was your investment. And now your portfolio has grown. It's time to reap your rewards, your benefits, your profits. Karma has the biggest sense of humor in the universe. The spirit of karma is so playful and amazing. I love it. I can't call it a him or her because it doesn't give me him or her. It just gives me very playful, very mischievous. So when she be dishing out her rewards, because you have to do. See the thing about her, right? She don't come. She don't bother you. She's like the vampire. She can't come in until you invite her in. And how you invite her in? By what you give and what you do. And it's good and bad. Because if you give good, she shows up as good luck. Good things happen to you. But when you do bad, then she puts on her mischievous attitude, very playful, and toy with you a little bit. And it hurts. You feel me? She gonna get your ass. When you made that intentions towards that person, you open the door to her. You was like, come on in. She's like, okay. Same thing when you give. That's why giving is a very powerful act. You want to be blessed? Start giving. Genuinely giving. Don't do it to get the blessing because then your intentions are wrong. Do it because it's the goodness of your heart, and then the blessings will flow. Okay? Wow, protect your soul. My name means powerful. What? Wait. Wow. Man, stop playing with me, Rose. She fucked the fuck around and she found out. Somebody here could be watching from Canada. My pleasure, my love. My pleasure. My pleasure, my love. My pleasure. Okay, where's Gabby? Gabby, where you at? Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay. Gabby. Um, let's see. What are your intentions? Tell me what's your intentions. Ooh. Hold on. As I stand here contemplating, what do you want to give to Gabby? What's your intentions based on the situation? What's your intentions? So basically, what you want to give to her? Appreciated, tolerated, consistent, genuine efforts, self awareness. Tell me what you want to give. Let me pull it a little closer. First, I want to get closer to you. Just to be close to you, girl. Actions match words. Just to be close to you, girl. Tell me what's your intentions. Tell me what's your intentions. Reaching out regularly, checking in to show they care, mutual respect and consideration. And they don't want to isolate when they are triggered. They are becoming self aware. You are teaching this person, trust me, you are a master teacher to this person. Yep, yep, You are a master teacher. Were you a teacher at some point or a counselor or something? I don't remember if you told me before. I don't know. It's giving like that, like counselor, teacher. Yeah. Ancient words, pure and true, changing me and changing you. We have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Your words have an ancient vibration. Your words help people to open up their hearts. Your words help people to become self-aware. You are teaching this person and teaching them a lot. I think they're seeing themselves more clearly because I just heard in my head, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. What their intentions as it relates to the situation, they want to give you mutual respect and trust, consideration. They want to reach out more to check on you, to show that they care. Um, actions matches words. They want to show up in integrity, consistent, genuine efforts. As I'm talking about genuine integrity, appreciated, not tolerated. They want you to know that it's true appreciation. They are not just there because of what you are giving to them or what they are getting from you. Okay. Now the fact that this person's a Taurus, let me talk about what I know about Taurus, especially Taurus men. Um, it could be a slow burn with them because consistency is what ring like kind of win them over, okay? And so they like to take their time, all right? And then what we know about this person is this person does not like to lose. Is like not only that, and this person don't like being alone. So I feel like with the situation what's going on behind the scene, I feel like they want to be done with that situation, but it's like they want to kind of slow burn into this situation. I don't agree with it, but it's just I'm just telling you what I'm feeling. Because for me personally, I wouldn't have done that. But we know how the situation started out, and we know how it blossomed. It wasn't nobody's intention for it to be here at this point, but it is where it's at, right? So I feel like this person wants to be completely done, but they don't want to be done and not be fully sure. Okay, because they're showing up more and more as somebody who's ready to commit. So tell me what your intentions are. We have the Page of Cups. Probably want to take you on a date, like a proper date. Moving on into a better space. They want to move this situation into a better space. And we have Page of Swords, but they are guarded. The Page of Swords gives me trust issues because the Page of Swords is a spine energy. Like, you know, when you're spine in somebody's phone? Yeah. So that's trust issues. You are fearful that this person isn't as good as they portray to be. Okay? As you know why this person is fearful that you're not as good as they think you are? Because that's their shadow. They know that they have some dark sides to them. And so they're like, man, everybody got to be this way. No, but your goodness is true, genuine goodness. Okay? True, genuine goodness. We have the Ace of Pentacles making an offer that's very stable, very short. Damn. Ace of Cups, King of Swords, Page of Coins, Two of Swords, Nine of Swords, and Ten of Cups to the Empress. Damn, Six of Coins. Four of Wands, the Fool, the Chariot. Oh my God. And the Nine of Pentacles being single. Okay, that's too much. Okay. Lord have mercy. That's a lot. That's a whole lot of. I'm gonna read every card that just came out. I'm not putting those cards away. So this person is struggling with trust issues, but they want to move on from that, and then they want to make you an offer, and the offer is a love offer, but not just in feelings. They want to give you something tangible. Oh, let me call the cards out. We got. I'm gonna do it again. Watch this. I'm gonna do it again. Page of Swords. This person has some trust issues, so they're watching and waiting. Okay, they're watching and waiting for the next shoe to drop. It's not gonna drop because you're genuine. They're gonna move on from this energy. Six of Swords. They're moving on from this watching and waiting. That means that they're working on their trust issues. Page of Cups. They're gonna make you a love offer. This is gonna be a stable offer with the Ace of Cups. Okay, or they want to. But not just love offer with just emotions. They want to give you something tangible with the Ace of Coins. So the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Coins, okay? They want to start off slowly. They want to rush anything because remember, they haven't fully worked through their trust issues. It still makes them scared to know that they are getting involved with somebody who is in their face and not at arm's length. Because when you have somebody at arm's length, you can kind of control the situation. But with this person is who's in your face, you got to do the work because you got to work on your jealous issues. You got to work on your controlling issues. You got to work on the fact that you have trust issues and you project. Okay. The King of Swords, not discussing his feelings, but the feelings are there. Two water streams. Nine of Pentacles, planning on being completely available. Nine of Pentacles speaks to being single. The Chariot, he knows it's time to move forward. Okay, if he does not move forward, he's going to end up alone because normally the Chariot has two thinks. Okay, on this is just one, and he's looking back to say like, yeah, if I don't do this right now, I'm gonna look in hindsight and realize I lost the best thing that's ever happened to me. And my eyes are drawn to one, two, three, four, five. Five of coins. Five of coins is losing, lost, being blocked, being let out in the cold. And so he wants to be independent, single, so he can move forward and make this love offer with the Fool because he finds a lot of happiness with you. I feel like when his mom meets you and confirms that she likes you, that's gonna be like another rose in your bouquet because the 10 of cups is what this connection could be. All right. As soon as he stops overthinking, the 10 of cups is what this connection could be. Let's see what he'll say. What would you say to her if you could say anything? One. The first card that fell out says, before you, I never thought about settling down. When two hearts are meant for each other, distance nor time, and no other can keep them apart. I know I was wrong. It's all my fault. I touch myself when I think about you. I am a liar, a cheater, a deceiver, heartbreaker, baby mama drama. I think about you more than you could ever know. I want to talk, but I don't want to make the first move. Please call me. This is love. This is not lust. And that little section fell out, and I'm going to work with that. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Somebody, I don't know if somebody wanted a job as a radio host or somebody's going to get an offer to be like a radio host or a podcast host. It's some sort of, I'm picking up an energy of like, uh, or maybe it's the same counseling energy. I don't know, Gabby. I'm picking up on something like that. I want to talk, but I don't want to make the first move. Please call me. In this context, this card is usually for somebody who's in no contact, but you two are in contact. It's this person who wants to make the first move, as in moving this connection forward, but it's like they want you to put more effort into it, and you're not doing that. It says this is love, this is not lust. Because this is love and not lust, you shouldn't have to work hard. You are the feminine energy, you are the natural receiver. The masculine is the natural giver, okay? So you need to step up and be the man. I think about you more than you could ever know. So this person, you always on this person's mind. And I just heard, always on my mind. Girl, you're on my mind. Baby mama drama. I don't know how to read that. I don't know if this person's children, if they have children. If not, maybe they want to make sure that their mama is okay with you before they move forward. They know that they were wrong for where you are at in the connection. It's more so their fault. It's both of your faults, to be quite honest, where you're at. But it's more, they're like 70%. Okay? I touch myself when I think about you. This person is really craving you sexually. A part of their shadow side is that they are a cheater and they are a liar, they are a deceiver and they're a heartbreaker. But like I tell you, they're moving on from this type of energy. Before you, I never thought about settling down. And the final card says, when two hearts are meant for each other, distance nor time and no other can keep them apart. Boom. You see how big this deck is? Anything could have fell out. Okay. Anything could have fallen out. What Gab says, I know it was coming because I saw it in a dream. So I'm not surprised. I did hear today that I was a teacher. Wow. I am counselor. That's my field of study. Oh, you are? Okay. Yeah, that's my about my words. Yes, I saw that he is one like yeah, he like consistency. He had serious trust issue. Yeah, yeah. Yep, and they never met. No one like me. Oh, I need energy to match actions. We have been moving slow. They have children, so maybe issues with the kid's mom. Okay, this is true. He never thought this is true. Never thought of it. He said until I came around. What? That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Okay, so if anybody else is here who wants a free, donations are open still. If you want a free, just write the word free. What time is it? Okay, we good. Just write the word free and you get it for yes or no. Okay, settle down to ooh. Okay, Gabby, go ahead. Give me a free yes or no. And give me a number from 1 to 8. My mama don't like you. Is the relationship coming to an end in October? That relationship, okay. Here we go. 4. Just gonna shuffle it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put 3 cards down. 1, 2, 3. If 2 are a yes card, it's a yes. If 2 are no cards, then it'll be a no. So the first one is 9 of Wands. That's a no. You're the devil. Oh no, it's not October. But I feel like the your desire is gonna come because we have 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, but it's not necessarily gonna be October because we have the 2 9s. Ooh, 9 9. We're in the ninth month. The devil is Capricorn. It possibly is in December because Capricorn it starts in December, and these are 3. Yeah, possibly in December. Okay, the devil is also addiction. So it's like they're like it's like the situation is a bondage for your person. Okay. Oh, I didn't shuffle 4 times. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. My mama don't like you, and she likes everyone. And I never like to admit that I was wrong. Yeah, 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 yeah. La 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 la. Hello, everyone who's coming. Make sure you like the live as you're coming in, babes. Make sure you like the live. I figured, I figured this year, he told me a conversation they had. Basically, she threw another man in his face, saying he was so attractive and that my friend gained weight. Oh, oh, fuck. Oh, so that's why I picked up on something about working out. Wasn't there a reading in it where I picked up on something about working out? Hmm, interesting. Write free in the comments if you'd like a free. There's a free yes or no. Donations take priority. Like the live as you're coming in. You did. Interesting. And that's something you should never do with a Taurus man because they're very jealous. Don't ever try to make them jealous by talking about another man. Oh no. They very jealous and very territorial and very possessive. Don't ever do that. Even if you're making it seem like, oh, it's just conversation, don't ever, because they're very sensitive too. They're very touchy. Don't mind them seeming all nonchalant or I don't give a fuck. No, they sensitive. They very sensitive. Very, 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 very. Child. Mm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're my little secret, and that's how we should keep it. It's on everybody's mind about you and I. They think so, but they don't want to know it. Gotta know. You're my little secret, and that's how we should keep it. You did, and the only thing she said was, "I will say nothing about your weight, but didn't say sorry." Mm, apparently, her best friend is sleeping with the guy and wife. I'm like, she would be. What do you mean? Apparently, her best friend is sleeping with the guy. What do you mean, the guy and wife? As in they're swingers or something? It's on everybody's mind about you and I. Somebody could be getting justice. Um, in a romantic situation, there could have been somebody who lied on you. Somebody wanted to. Okay, let me leave that alone. I'm gonna tap into that energy later. Yes, the guy she was hollering about is fine and oh, okay, okay, okay. I said okay, okay, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. Her best friend is sleeping with them. What? He brought the conversation to me to see my thoughts. Girl, what is this? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on me. I was blind, now I can see what a king's supposed to be. Hold on for me, babe. Hold on. Baby, I feel free. Okay, we back. I said we back, baby. I said we back. He brought the conversation to me. I was like, that disrespectful. But I'm like, she don't respect him, and now it's coming for his self esteem. Hmm? Child. I said, child. That's all I got to say. Is child. Hello, hello, whoever's here. Hello. Mm-hmm. Shop. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hello. Okay. Oh, Divine, I will be sending you a gift this week. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ooh. I said I appreciate it, my love. I appreciate it. Hello, everyone who's here. I see 4 people watching. Do you like the live? Do you like the live? Because we live and direct. I'm going to log off. We'll be on this week. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Later. I said later, 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 later. What day will you be on? I don't know. Maybe I'll try come on like because I've been missing a couple days. I'm trying to be more consistent, so I don't know what day. I can't make a promise. Just look up for me, Gab. I'm gonna try and put up the lives beforehand, okay, and see how that works out, okay. But every time, everything in its right timing. Later, 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 later. Hello, hello, everybody's here. Welcome, 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 like at the live, like at the live. Send me an email. Okay, I will. I'll send you an email. Like at the live, like at the live. Please like the live. I said to like at what? Like at the live. Like at the live. Somebody could be from London. Like up the live. Later, later, later. If you like a free, write free in the comments and I'll give you a free yes or no. Okay? Later, later, later. Later, later, later. Uh-huh. I got a crush on you, my baby. For what? For what? What time is it? It's kind of late. Okay, so we're gonna head out. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.